Welcome to your personalized deep dive. Ever wonder what powers those AI systems, creating mind-blowing art and music?
It really is incredible, isn't it?
Today, we're diving headfirst into all that the world of generative AI infrastructure.
The engine room of AI creativity.
And trust me, it is way cooler than it sounds. Luckily, I've got our AI guru expert speaker here to help us navigate this complex landscape
Excited to be here.
and unearth those aha moments.
It's easy to get caught up in the magic of what generative AI can do,
Right.
but understanding the infrastructure behind it,
Yeah.
that's where the real fascination lies.
Okay, so before we get into the nitty-gritty, let's set the stage. What exactly is generative AI? We hear the term everywhere these days.
You're right, it's a hot topic.
It is.
Basically, generative AI is all about AI systems that don't just analyze existing data, they create.
Okay.
Think of it like this. Imagine feeding 1,000 Bach compositions into an AI
Good.
and having it compose a brand new piece in the same style.
Wow.
That's generative AI in action.
Wow, it's like having an AI apprentice who studied under Bach himself. So these AI systems, they're powered by something called generative models, right?
Exactly. They're like the masterminds behind the curtain.
Uh-huh.
These models are trained on massive amounts of data, learning patterns, and relationships to generate something entirely new,
Okay.
but with a familiar flavor.
That's incredible. But we're not just here to talk about the models themselves, right? We're digging into the infrastructure.
Right.
It's like you could have the most talented artist in the world,
Sure.
but without the right tools and studio space,
Yeah,
they wouldn't be able to bring their vision to life.
exactly.
So why is infrastructure so crucial for generative AI?
You hit the nail on the head. These generative models are incredibly complex.
Yeah.
They're hungry for data,
Uh-huh.
and they need immense computing power. Without a strong infrastructure, even the most advanced model would be like a Ferrari stuck in first gear.
Oh, okay.
All potential no-go.
So it's like building a skyscraper. You need the right foundation to support its weight and complexity. What are the key components of this AI infrastructure?
Picture this. We're building a high-powered, AI-driven machine. First, you need a powerful engine.
Okay.
And in the world of generative AI, that's the hardware. We're talking high-performance computing systems, stacks of GPUs,
Okay.
which are these specialized processing units,
Okay.
and TPUs, which are custom-designed AI chips.
Hold on, GPUs, like the ones used in high-end gaming PCs. What makes them so powerful for AI?
What's fascinating is that GPUs were initially designed for graphics-heavy tasks,
Yeah.
but they turn out to be perfect for AI. Think of training a generative model like teaching a computer to paint like Van Gogh.
Okay.
It requires processing tons of images and recognizing intricate patterns. GPUs excel at this because they can perform multiple calculations simultaneously, like having 1,000 artists working on a single painting at once.
That's mind-blowing. Okay, so we've got our powerful engine. But even a Ferrari needs fuel. What powers these massive AI systems?
That's where cloud infrastructure comes in.
Okay.
Cloud platforms like AWS, Azure, and GCP.
Right. Familiar names.
They're like the fuel, providing on-demand access to computing power, storage, and AI-specific tools. It's like plugging into a vast power grid
Right.
instead of having to build your own power plant.
Yeah.
You get all the resources you need when you need them without the headache of managing everything yourself.
That makes so much sense. It's like having a supercomputer at your fingertips. But it's not just about processing power, right? Generative AI thrives on data and lots of it.
Absolutely. Data is the lifeblood of generative AI. These models are like sponges soaking up information to learn and generate.
Yeah.
That's where data management comes in,
Okay.
making sure the data is clean, organized, and ready for the AI to digest.
So data management is like the unsung hero,
Absolutely.
ensuring the smooth flow of information.
Exactly. Think of data pipelines as refineries, taking raw data from various sources, cleaning it up, and transforming it into a format the AI can actually use. It's like taking crude oil
Uh-huh.
and turning it into high-octane fuel for our AI engine.
Now that is a really cool way to think about it. Okay, so we have the engine, the fuel, and the raw materials. What's the last piece of the puzzle?
We need a control panel to operate this sophisticated machine. That's where software and tools come in.
Okay.
AI frameworks like TensorFlow and PyTorch are like the operating system for building, training, and managing those powerful AI models. They provide the tools and blueprints for developers to create these AI masterpieces.
It's like trying to bake a cake without a recipe or an oven. You might have all the ingredients, but you wouldn't know where to begin. So the right software and tools are essential for turning these complex models into something tangible.
Exactly. And just like with baking, even with the right tools, you need to know how to use them effectively.
That's where the expertise of AI developers and engineers really shines.
Abs-
They're the master chefs of the AI world.
I like that.
So we've covered the hardware, the cloud, the data, and the software. It sounds like we've built ourselves a pretty impressive AI machine.
We're getting there,
Mm-hmm.
but building it is only half the battle. Next, we need to make sure it can handle the ever-growing demands of the AI world. And that's where things like scaling and performance tuning come in.
Okay, so we're talking about making sure our AI machine can go from 0 to 60 in record time, even with a heavy load. Before we dive into that, though, let's shift gears a bit and talk more about the heart of these systems, the generative models themselves.
Now, that's where things get really interesting.
I agree, but we'll have to save that for part 2 of our generative AI deep dive. Don't worry, we'll be back soon to uncover the mysteries of GANs, VAEs, and more. See you soon. Welcome back to our deep dive into generative AI. Last time we were talking about the infrastructure, the hardware, the cloud, the data, all the things that power these amazing AI systems.
Right.
But now I'm ready to peek under the hood and see what makes these things tick. Expert speaker, you are about to tell us about the fascinating world of generative models, right?
Absolutely. We talked about how generative models are like the brains of the operation, learning from data to create something entirely new.
Yeah.
But there are actually different types of generative models, each with its own unique approach.
Okay, it's like choosing the right tool for the job,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
So
Okay.
tell me more about these different types of models. What have we got?
Well, one of the biggest rock stars in the generative AI world is the GAN,
Okay.
or Generative Adversarial Network.
A JAN.
Yeah, imagine two AI models locked in a creative battle.
Okay.
One, the generator is like an art forger trying to create the perfect replica.
Okay.
The other, the discriminator, is like the art detective trying to spot the fake.
So it's a constant back and forth. A
Exactly.
game of cat and mouse with both AIs trying to outsmart each other.
Precisely. The generator creates something new like an image, and the discriminator examines it,
Okay.
comparing it to the real data it's been trained on. If the discriminator can tell it's a fake, the generator goes back to the drawing board, learning from its mistakes.
Wow.
This constant competition pushes both models to improve.
That's wild. It's like they're in a never-ending training montage, each pushing the other to become more skilled.
Yeah,
No wonder JANs are known for producing such realistic images then.
exactly. It's a fascinating example of how competition can drive innovation, even in the AI world.
It really is.
But GANs are just one type of generative model.
Okay.
We also have VAEs, or variational autoencoders.
Okay.
Think of it like this. Imagine you're a sculptor with a giant block of clay. A VAE first compresses that clay, capturing its essential features, and then tries to rebuild it as accurately as possible.
So instead of creating something entirely new, it's more about understanding and representing existing data in a different way.
You got it.
Okay.
It's like learning to speak a new language. You're not creating new words, but you're understanding the structure and meaning behind them.
Right.
VAEs are great for things like anomaly detection, finding those needles in the haystack of data.
Okay, that makes sense. So we've got GANs battling it out to create realistic fakes,
Right.
and VAEs compressing and reconstructing data to find anomalies. What other tricks do these generative models have up their sleeves?
Well, we also have autoregressive models.
Okay.
They work sequentially, like writing a story one word at a time. The model predicts the next word based on what came before it, understanding the context and flow of information.
It's like those predictive text suggestions on your phone,
Yes.
but on a much grander scale.
Exactly. This type of model is great at capturing complex dependencies in data, whether it's text, music, or even biological sequences.
It's amazing how these different models each have their own way of tackling the challenge of generating something new.
Yeah.
It's like having a whole team of AI artists, each with their own unique style and approach.
I like that analogy. And just like a team of artists, these models need the right environment and tools to truly flourish. That's where our discussion of infrastructure comes back into play.
Right. Building these models is one thing, but how do we actually unleash them on the world? That's what I'm really curious about.
We're back for the final part of our generative AI deep dive.
The home stretch.
We've covered the building blocks, the different types of models,
Uh-huh.
and now I'm itching to know how it all comes together in the real world.
Yeah.
It's like we've assembled this incredible AI machine.
We have.
Now, how do we actually put it to work?
That's the million-dollar question. Deploying these models isn't just about flipping a switch.
Right.
It's about creating an environment where they can truly thrive.
So it's like taking our AI masterpiece out of the studio and onto the world stage. Right.
A great analogy.
What are some of the key considerations when it comes to deploying these models effectively?
Well, remember that robust infrastructure we talked about
Yes,
earlier?
yes.
It plays a critical role here. We need to ensure these models can handle real-time demands, process information efficiently, and scale to accommodate growth. Right, so it's like building a stage that's not only strong enough to support the performance, but adaptable enough to handle a global audience.
You got it. And just like a stage production, there are a lot of behind-the-scenes elements that need to work seamlessly.
Like what?
We're talking about optimizing the model for speed and efficiency, ensuring data privacy and security,
Right, very important.
and setting up monitoring systems to identify any potential hiccups.
So it's about creating a system that's not only innovative,
Yes,
but also dependable and trustworthy. We're
absolutely.
talking about AI we can rely on.
Absolutely. It's about building confidence in these systems so they can be seamlessly integrated into various aspects of our lives. And that's where things get really exciting.
You mean like real-world applications? Tell me more.
Imagine a world where AI personalizes your healthcare experience.
Okay.
Generative models could analyze your genetic makeup, lifestyle, and medical history
Okay.
to create personalized treatment plans and even predict your risk of developing certain diseases.
Wow, it's like having a personal health advisor who knows you better than you know yourself. What about other fields? Where else are we going to see generative AI making waves?
The possibilities are pretty much endless. In education, imagine AI tutors that tailor their teaching style to each student's strengths and weaknesses, providing customized feedback in real time.
It's like having an army of personalized educators all dedicated to helping students reach their full potential.
Exactly. And in the realm of art and entertainment, we're talking about collaborating with AI to compose music, write stories, and even create entirely new art forms we haven't even dreamt of yet.
It's like opening a door to a whole new universe of creative possibilities. It sounds both exhilarating and a little bit intimidating at the same time, doesn't it?
It's true. Generative AI is a powerful tool, and like any tool, it's how we choose to use it that matters.
So it's not just about the technology itself, but about the human ingenuity and ethical considerations that guide its development.
Exactly. It's a collaborative dance between human creativity and AI's incredible ability to process information and generate new ideas.
I love that. Well, that was an incredible journey. We've gone from the nuts and bolts of infrastructure to the mind-blowing potential of generative AI. I'm walking away feeling inspired, informed, and maybe even a little bit ready to try my hand at creating something amazing with AI.
That's what we like to hear. And remember, the most important thing is to stay curious and never stop exploring.
Great advice. A huge thank you to expert speaker for guiding us through this fascinating world. And to you, our listeners, thank you for joining us on this deep dive. Until next time, keep those AI dreams alive.